It's time to get in the trenches, baby, with Johnny Newton from Illinois. Now, I'll be honest with you. I did not think I was going to be doing an Illinois defensive lineman for Put the Film On, Bro, especially in week 3 of the college football season. But as I was watching this game, I kept thinking, man, Newton is just awesome. Absolutely awesome. And he showed a lot of different facets, and we're going to look at one of those here. Power. Here he is right there, and 56 is the left guard. So they're going to try and run this T formation, just wide zone with these two backs leading. And this play is just going to get mucked up from the beginning. So this is just lead zone right here. But I want you to watch, and what I like about doing this the way that I can do it is the slow motion of this. Watch how fast he is off the ball first. So there's the center moving. Who's the next guy to move? It's Newton. Newton is the next guy to move. And he immediately shocks. I mean, look at the explosion into his he gets that explosion into the guard. And look at the power to turn that guard and create some mayhem for those blockers. Look, that second blocker can't really get around right there. He can't. He's kind of caught in that mess. Now, I would love for Johnny to try and work his helmet over the top. But because he's so powerful, he's going to take 56 and essentially just torque him back into the running back. And at some point, 56 just grabs him, and you'll see that here. Right there, he's just grabbing him. So Johnny Newton is making a tackle essentially with his butt, which is one thing. But just the fact that he gummed this whole thing up. First thing, Johnny Newton, power. I really wanted to see that power from him this year. We know about the quickness. We know about the acceleration. But how about power? Well, this shows everything right here. That power to drive that guy back and then make a tackle on first and goal, reestablishing a line of scrimmage. My man number 4 right there making a play. So a couple plays later, we're still on the goal line here. Newton in the same spot. Unfortunately for Penn State, number 56, this guard is going to feel all of Newton on this one as well, as they're going to run a little toss zone here. So you'll see they're just going to toss it. All right, little pin and pull action. You're going to get Fashanu out on the edge here, left tackle. We'll put the film on him because he's a stud. So they try and get it blocked up. And actually, if you look at these blocks right here, it's setting up pretty nice. Fashanu's going to kick that. That linebacker might make the play, but you're locked up here. Everything's pretty much locked up except right there. And look at how far into the backfield Newton has taken that guard. Again, the power to explode through, just that contact right there. You feel that explosiveness. And now the guard, who should be, if you look at this offensive line, they should be at least at the line of scrimmage. Newton has reestablished it 3 yards deep, and now he's impacting right there what's going to happen with that running back. He's got his right arm free, being held with the left arm. Linebacker did get through there to help out, but he did, and I think Newton was going to help make that play. But again, reestablishing the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look from the end zone view, and you could see it almost even better how quick and explosive Newton got to this play. Boy, I love this view from the end zone, and you're going to see Newton right here. He's in a 4-eye, and so you're going to get kind of down, 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 and around. And so 56 has got a tough block here to try and scoop Newton as best he can. But if he can't scoop him, he can at least keep him flat down the line of scrimmage. And that didn't happen. As soon as the ball is snapped, Johnny gets into him, and he is running that guy upfield. And now he's creating an issue for the running back. Now, it doesn't help that Penn State doesn't get to the linebacker 28 right here. You can see the center. So, I missed him. But the fact that Newton right here is taking that guard up the field over to the running back and creating mayhem for Singleton. It's great stuff. Great stuff. Now he keeps his right arm free. 56 has to essentially tackle him. Got some help from his other guys there, but I think Newton's got a chance, even if he's only got one of those guys to help him. Great power and explosiveness, getting up the field down on the goal line. Doesn't allow himself to get scooped. Great job by Johnny Newton, number 4. Well, it's fun to watch the power on the first couple of plays, but now you're going to see, I think, what makes Johnny Newton different from all the other hosses inside this year, and this is his ability to pass rush, whether it's inside or outside. This one's from inside. We'll see a little bit later. He generates some pressure from the outside, but you'll see how accomplished a pass rusher he actually is. So He's right here, and he's going to get one-on-one on this right guard here. And he is going to throw as beautiful a move. All right, you're going to get a little slap and over, a little slap and swim. All right, a little club, arm over. And what I love about this is, right, that club gets him off balance, but then the arm over, the Penn State lineman is still attached to him. So sometimes those defensive linemen get kind of knocked upfield. Not Newton. He is clean and then can bend it back to the quarterback. So chop, rip, or chop, arm over, and now he's clean. I mean, this is great stuff. This gives me Quinnen Williams vibes for Johnny Newton. Now, completion, don't care, because there's nothing that Johnny Newton could do about that. What Newton did do was get pressure one-on-one, win that one-on-one battle with just a simple club arm over and then the bend to the quarterback. That's pretty good stuff by number 4, Johnny Newton. I got to tell you, I've seen this 3rd and 17 pass rush. I must have watched it about 10 times when I first made this clip. And so I was going back and reviewing it before I started putting the voiceover to it, and I was like, wait a second. Am I seeing this right? So I missed this the first few times. What I noticed was the bull rush. Look at the power. I mean, there he is, number 4, okay? There's the power. Just, he's taking it back. I thought that tackle had stepped on the guard, but he doesn't. He just goes. He may have stepped on him right there. But either way, Newton is just crumbling that guard. And not only that, he crumbles him, and then he's able to transition to get a hit on the quarterback. But then I watched this from the beginning again, and I thought, wait a second. He's initially, you see this kind of like a hop right there? He gives him kind of a fake cross chop. That's kind of a jump through cross chop. That's kind of Aaron Donald's move, okay, where he kind of jumps through, hits him with the cross chop, and then goes by on the outside. But Newton he fakes this. He's like, oh, nope. And then he decides, okay, now I'm going to bull him. Now, either way, either he threw that move, didn't like it, and then had to transition to a second move, which is pretty advanced, or he faked that move to try and get that guard on his heels and then knew he was going to the bull rush, had him on his heels because he faked that move. Either way, that's pretty advanced stuff for an interior pass rusher right there. This is wonderful stuff by Johnny Newton. Watch, you can see the little hop right there. That's kind of that jump through cross chop, but then watch the power. Just driving him back. Gets a little help. Looks like he did step on a tackle a little bit, but still, he is crumpling him and then gets the hit on Drew Allar. Man, that is advanced pass rushing stuff from Johnny Newton. We've seen a little bit of everything from Johnny Newton, and now I think we're going to finish with arguably the one thing that NFL scouts will go back and talk about those first few plays, man, the power, the advanced pass rushing he's showing. Bull rush. I mean, he's got a little bit of everything, the quickness, explosiveness. We see all that in Johnny Newton, but now you're going to see something that when I saw this, wow. I mean, I saw this during the game, so I knew this is one of the plays I wanted to highlight. So Newton is right here, and he's in a 5 technique to start. So he's got contained. This is a 3-man. They're only going to bring 3 men here. 3-man rush, drop 8, try and limit the holes and the gaps in the zone for Drew Allar and make this really tough. Well, what makes this really tough is Newton. Like, you can see him right here. He's already won. So let's go back and see how he did this. He's going against the right tackle, and he's just going to hit him with a club, chop, rip. So he's going to try and chop those arms down, chop, and then rip. But then watch the bend. Look at the bend for a big guy. I mean, the right tackle is trying to get him past, but he's got such a tight angle here that he can bend this to Allar and get in his face at least, whoa, I got nowhere to throw. And it's almost like a wide receiver stacking a defensive back. Look at how he gets 66 on his back. He doesn't allow himself to get pushed up the field. That is a violent chop, rip, and now he's using his power and his bend to get to the quarterback, and he forces another throwaway from Allar. Now he's doing it from the edge. We've seen him do it from inside. Now he's doing it from the edge. Johnny Newton is something else, man. He is a really, really good interior prospect.